Hello, I'm Anavultus, and welcome to the Anavultus and Mourad podcast. Mourad Afasi isn't here right now. Why? Because I started early. Why did I start early? Because I have to end early. That's why I started early. And let me just check on Discord to see if my lad is present. There's no indication that my dude is online. However, there's someone else that is currently playing, and it's not Melish Gaming, uh, who, of course, is never present when I need him. Uh, so there you go. That's just how the cookie crumbles. But what are you looking at right now, you may ask? Well, this here is my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand comparison chart concerning ability of various stands to defeat other stands. Now, you may be wondering something very interesting here, and that's why is uh, there a stand this number 26? Why is that spelled the way it is, even though on the wiki it's spelled without the first H? Uh, That's because that's how it's correctly spelled. And I don't care about you romanization experts who keep telling me how to spell my Japanese romanization. That's just not how it works, lads. You gotta get into the actual language. If you're gonna romanize something, romanize it correctly. Although, technically speaking, this is actually derived from the Greek theta, omega, theta, which I guess would be pronounced Thoth, uh, which is a bit of a mouthful for me since that is maybe one of the sounds that I'm not very good at speaking. I don't know why. Thoth. I'm sort of, maybe I've got sort of the opposite of a lisp that I maybe have trouble using the TH sound. But anyway, uh, Knum. Why does Knum get any wins on here? Is the big question everyone is wondering. So, if people who don't know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, a stand is a sort of an ability that manifests from your fighting spirit. So, it's a sort of a spiritual energy that manifests uh, in something that is only visible to other stand users, except when it's not, because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is very weird and the rules always change. And there's always exceptions to the rules, but anyway, what the Knum ability does is it allows you to, the way it's been used, a character changed his face, all right, to make it look different, which doesn't sound like a very powerful ability, especially if you compare it to, let's say, Star Platinum, where you get a man that comes out and just punches everything and can stop time, which the world also can do. Um, and you have Magician's Red, where you've got a lot of fire. Silver Chariot, a guy with a sword comes out of you and just starts fencing your opponent. So you may ask, how does changing your face give you any advantage? Well, the advantage that it gives you is that it allows you to essentially never end this to endlessly ambush your opponent. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you can just simply disguise yourself, and if the opponent doesn't know who you are, or even if the opponent knows who you are, and you manage to get away from the opponent and disguise yourself, you can change your face, and then you can approach your opponent, and your opponent won't be able to do anything. For example, Hermit Purple is a stand that manifests as vines, but can also do divination. And let's say you've got that stand, and someone with the stand Knum disguises himself as some rando and approaches you with a gun. What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do because Hermit Purple, it probably can't block bullets, in my opinion. Ebony Devil so far is the worst stand in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3. You have to have your opponent injure you in order for your stand to gain any power to injure your opponent, which is, of course, always a bad play, because if your opponent cripples you or kills you, then you just failed. Um, then Knum, in my opinion, would also beat Hanged Man, which is probably a controversial choice, but if the user of Knum, Oingo, got close to Jay Guile, the user of Hanged Man, then what is he gonna do? Because what Hangman does is it goes into reflective surfaces and attacks you through the reflection. But if you're caught with your pants half down, what are you gonna do? Because you can't really block any attacks with Hanged Man, really, because the Hanged Man can't really go into the space that is in between you and your opponent, except for maybe jumping between reflective surfaces. But then what's likely to happen is your stand is going to get hit, and if your stand gets hit, you also take the damage. So yeah, that wouldn't work very well. 16. Emperor is a gun. Now this might be a bit of a controversial pick, and actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably change this one because Emperor is actually pretty uh, good. Oh, sorry, it's not Emperor, it's Empress. Sorry, 15 is Emperor. Okay, yeah, Empress definitely loses. Emperor wins because you can quick draw your opponent if your opponent approaches you. Empress, on the other hand, needs setup to work, so that's obviously a win for Knum. 21, Death 13 also needs the proper setup to work, so that's a win for Knum. 26 uh, is Thoth. It's a comic book that tells you a short bit of the future, but it also doesn't really allow you to change the future per se, uh, except for maybe the fact that the interpretation of what's going to happen can be a bit vague. So Thoth doesn't really give you that many combat advantages, besides maybe some information, but other than that, if your opponent's stand actually does something powerful, it's not really going to help you win. And the fact that disguised characters and the real character, the real person, and the person that has been disguised by Gnome uh, can be interchangeable in the prophecy of Thoth when you interpret it, means that Knum can, in my opinion, give you a greater combat advantage when fighting against Thoth, since there certainly can be obfuscation. Um, so there you go. That's just a brief description of the stands here. Um, but Mourad is not here yet. So what am I gonna do? I guess I can maybe try some RuneScape. This is gonna be an interesting play. Or, you know what I could do? I could add some edits to this live while I'm waiting. So uh, I already did Anubis, so I'm gonna do Bastet. Bastet appears as a power outlet uh, that can be put pretty much anywhere, but if you touch it, you become highly magnetized, and this magnetic effect increases over time, which means that you can get stuck to large metal objects, and more small, loose metal objects can fly towards you, which is a bit problematic. But it does require your opponent, the opponent of the user of Bastet, has to touch the outlet for that to work. In other words, it requires your opponent to take action. which of course in my book makes it a lot weaker than most other stands. So I'm going to maybe put it still above Hanged Man, uh, for the simple reason that Hanged Man is no, not Hanged Man. Sorry, Ebony Devil. I'm going to put it above Ebony Devil, because Ebony Devil actually requires you to risk your own life and get injured, which even though you can attack your opponent more directly afterwards, still there's a huge risk that you're putting yourself at. So if you're not able to escape your opponent, then that would not do very well. So let me put a number 28 on there. And Bastet, and I'm going to do the column because it's easier looking at the names that way. So the green is if the row would beat the column. Red is if the row would lose to the column. Blue is if they tie. So Star Platinum, very punchy and can attack proactively. So all stands that can attack proactively one way or another gain an advantage. So that's most of them really. So Tower of Grey would work. The Fool would work. The World would definitely work. Dark Blue Moon. Strength is a very powerful stand. Ebony Devil would not work. Yellow Temperance would work. Hanged Man. Emperor. Even Empress, in my opinion. Because Empress, although it does require setup, you can be the one that initiates the setup, and you don't require your opponent to do anything. Wheel of Fortune absolutely works. Justice. Lovers. This is an interesting one. Does Lovers beat this? Actually, now that I think about it, Lovers does not beat this, because the way Lovers is used, although in theory you could rip your opponent's brain apart, it's never used that way. So I'm thinking that the primary function of Lovers is to simply reflect and amplify, well, not reflect, but copy your pain and amplify it over to your opponent. So but yeah, actually Lovers would win, because yeah, definitely would. The Sun is very powerful. Def 13 is a lot easier setup because you although it requires your opponent to do something, it's a natural function of sleeping, and then your opponent is powerless once that happens. Judgment, High Priestess, Geb, Knum, ability to disguise your face, would work well in an ambush. Thoth, would that work against this? Well, with Thoth, you don't really gain a huge advantage. However, if it says you're going to touch the outlet, then you're probably going to end up touching the outlet. So I don't think that actually wins in this case. I think Bastet definitely has the advantage there. Anubis absolutely wins. So we have Ebony Devil, because you're putting your own life at risk, and Thoth simply because it doesn't give you any advantages. Well, it gives you some information advantage, but you aren't guaranteed to get the most useful information. So therefore, it's just not going to work. So you can copy and Ebony Devil, and Thoth. There we go. And then the rest is going to be red. So I can just copy this bit and paste there. Come on. There we go. That's how you do it. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing. And okay, there you go. Don't want to break too many copyrights on the down low, regular, up and down. That's not how we run things in this town. All right, so that's generally how I do this. I play the comparison game against pretty much every single one. Although in some cases there are ones that will automatically win against a particular type of stand, particularly if it requires your opponent to do something that your opponent wouldn't normally or naturally do. In which case, for example, with Bastet, most stands can attack the opponent more easily and directly, which is why most of them win against Bastet. So that's Bastet. And next up on the list, we are going to get Sethan. Now, the interesting thing about Sethan is that in theory, it could beat any of these. In theory, there's except for maybe Star Platinum in the world, simply because they are more powerful in that you can simply stop time, which well, actually, your body continues to function, and the age reversal is based on how long your body has been in contact with the stand, which means that if you stop time and you've been in contact for a certain amount of time, you will continue to de-age as long as the enemy's stand is still functioning, even if the time is stopped. I think, since it's an effect that is in some way not really. I guess the best way to describe it is that the effect is cumulative based on how much you've been in contact, and will continue to affect you even after you are no longer in contact with the stand, unless the user is defeated. So I would say that let me think. I'm looking at its stand stats right now, and they're all pretty low. But the stand is bound to the shadow of the user. However, the stand is capable of manifesting a weapon, which would be relatively useful and powerful. However, now that I think about it, it would obviously not work against very fast stands, because your opponent would be able to beat you before Sethan would fully function. So let me just put that on there. Sethan and 29. So I'm going to automatically put really fast stands in the win category. So Star Platinum is more likely to win than to lose. The World more likely to win than to lose, because the user has to get relatively close to his opponent for the ability to work. And from the looks of a stand, since the stand is mostly flat and is mostly manifested as a shadow, it means that if you were to attack the user directly, it would be relatively easy to win. So I think a lot of strong close range stands would be able to beat Sefen quite easily. Or long range stands, for that matter, also would have somewhat of an advantage. So let's see. So the world, Silver Chariot is a fast stand. Tower of Gray is also very fast. Let's see. Emperor is relatively fast and would be very difficult to block for a stand like Sefen. Anubis probably would work very well and would also, in theory, not be affected by Sefen anyway, or at least not very well affected. It would be very difficult for a user of Sefen to beat Anubis, since Anubis can operate independently and can change users. Def 13 would probably lose to Sefen. Judgment is not particularly fast, but it is a strong stand that fights at close range, although not as close as some of her stands, and operates somewhat independently. Let's see. Geb probably wins against Sefen. Knum absolutely does not win against Sefen. So let's just get that very clear. Knum, there's no way. Well, there is a way. You can sneak up to your opponent. Actually, now that I think about it, since, however, Sefen's ability works relatively fast, so if you don't have a stand, then you are relatively weak to attack if you get hit by Sefen's attack. So yeah, Knum does, in my opinion, lose, because it is fast enough to really hit you hard, because just a moment in a shadow can de-age you by several years, although it does so progressively. And standing in it for a short amount of time is also problematic. So let's give him a standard wins against Ebony Devil, Bastet. Empress is definitely a win. Wheel of Fortune, that's actually going to be very hard for Sefen to win, since the user can be hidden inside his stand. For the same reason, it would be difficult for Sefen to beat Strength. Dark Blue Moon is a close range, powerful stand. It's not as powerful as some of the others, though. But if I'm giving Judgment a win here, then I'm gonna give Dark Blue Moon a win against Sefen. So any stand that is capable of attacking relatively quickly and maybe one-shotting an opponent is going to be a useful stand here. The Fool. How fast is the Fool? Now, Sefen is categorized by Araki to have a D on speed. However, the ability itself works pretty fast once you're in the right place for it to work. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the stand stats of the Fool. just to maybe get a roundabout of idea on how fast the fool is. Although I do think the fool can be pretty fast, I don't know exactly how fast. Uh, and I don't always use the stand stats. I just use it when I'm confused as to a particular stand's ability to do something. Hanged Man would beat 7. The Sun would definitely beat 7. Death 13 would not beat 7. Lovers would actually completely lose to 7, because you don't actually have to attack the user of Lovers. If you're attacking with 7, you can simply de-age the user and it won't really affect you if Lovers is in you. Justice, on the other hand, the user can be a relatively good distance from the corpses used by Justice, so that works pretty well. Yellow Temperance. This might actually be a loss for Yellow Temperance because Yellow Temperance doesn't have much range. It has a very low range. So I think Sephon would actually be able to beat that relatively well. Hermit Purple as well has a very low range and is not too powerful directly. So Hermit Purple would lose. Now the Fool is, of course, what I'm looking at here. So the Fool, let's see, what speed does Araki give it? A C in speed. But it is able to encase the user in a shell of sand, which would indeed completely negate Sephon's shadow. So I think that the Fool might actually have an advantage here. And this is actually very interesting because Yellow Temperance isn't weak to a lot of stands because it's very tough. But if you use Sephon, then Yellow Temperance does indeed not become very powerful anymore. So I'm just going to then mirror this down here. So we're going to take the losses here. And it's a double red. Then a green. Then we've got 7 red here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, all the way down to Ebony Devil, which is, of course, an easy win. And a surprising win against Yellow Temperance. Then I skip to do 1, skip 2, do 1, skip 1, do 1, and skip 3, do 2. There we go. And skip 1 there. And I simply have to do this. Just paste there, paste there, paste there, copy, and there we go. That's filled out. Filled right out. And there you have it. That's yet another stand Sephon dealt with and busted. Done live! But of course, if anyone does indeed disagree, I would be happy to hear what the disagreement is. So let's just put up what's the next stand that we're gonna look at. I've got the JoJo wiki open, so everybody can see what I'm doing. Well, nobody can actually see what I'm doing since I've got the spreadsheet open. But let's see. After Sephon, Osiris. Now, Osiris or Osiris, if you want to be really fancy with how you call it, relies entirely upon your opponent uh, agreeing to a wager or a game of some sort. But of course, if you lose or if you surrender internally, then you lose your soul, and the stand user can take your soul, which is relatively powerful. However, in my opinion, is not particularly useful if your opponent simply wants to attack you. And the reason why that didn't happen in the story, why the Stardust Crusaders didn't attack um, Daniel J. Darby, the reason they didn't attack him is because he had information that they wanted, and so they played the game against him, and then one of them lost, and that's when he managed to then hold the soul of the person captive as a hostage in order to uh, get them to play further games with him. So ultimately, it's pretty useful if you can trick your opponent and ambush your opponent, as most of these stands are. But if your opponent is onto what you're trying to do, it's actually pretty useless. So, Cirrus, and we're gonna take that as number 30. Come on. And here we go. It loses against most stands. Um, the difference between Osiris and Ebony Devil is that with Osiris you have to actually be proactive. Well, not proactive. You have to get your opponent to do something very specific, as opposed to Ebony Devil, where you simply uh, challenge your opponent to attack you, and then the stand functions. But with Osiris, you have to actually get into playing a game of some sort with your opponent, and you then get into that. So if your opponent knows what you're up to, your opponent, of course, is not going to let that happen. So that, of course, is a weakness of Osiris. And so I'm thinking any stand that can attack directly wins against Osiris. So that's even Hermit Purple. And Hierophant Green. Silver Chariot. Tower of Gray. The Fool. The World. Dark Blue Moon. Strength. Yellow Temperance. Hanged Man. Emperor. Wheel of Fortune, as well as Justice. Lovers would actually be completely useless against this. The Sun. Death 13 can function more easily than Osiris, because so Death 13 wins. Judgment wins. High Priestess gets a win. Geb gets a win. Knum also gets a win. Thoth, that's actually very interesting here. With Thoth, I don't actually know. I'll get back to that one. Anubis wins. Bastet requires you to randomly touch something which is a less complicated action. Uh, and it's probably easier to trick an opponent who already is onto you to do this than it would be to trick someone into doing a wager with you. So that is probably a win for Bastet. And Sefan obviously gets a win here. Um, Ebony Devil. You're still putting your own life at risk as opposed to simply trying to make a wager with an opponent. But if your opponent kills you, then of course Ebony Devil is completely useless. So again, Ebony Devil gets a loss. Empress is, you can actually proactively attack, even though it does require more setup. Lovers gets a loss here, because you can attack lovers without having to physically attack the user. Thoth is, of course, the big question here. Does knowing the future somewhat... Actually, this is one of a few situations that Thoth actually wins, in my opinion. Because then you can simply make a wager because you already know the future. So yeah, Thoth wins on this one. We actually found a stand that Thoth can beat relatively easily. There we go. That's interesting. Only wins against Lovers and Ebony Devil. So there we go. So Ebony Devil and Lovers is number 19. Bam. So then I can just do this. Copy that. Paste. Copy that. And paste. And we'll simply just copy this. Copy and paste. And there we go. That's another stand done, lads. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're really getting on to the stand analysis here. So the next stand is Horus, named, of course, after one of the many Egyptian sun gods. Horus, of course, being usually in later times considered to be the son of Osiris. However, Horus can also be unified with Ra as Ra Horakti. Then there's Harur, and there's many different things you can do with Egyptian religion, but that's not what JoJo's is about, so that's not really what happens. So we're just gonna put Horus on here. So this is another stand that can attack with a lot of close range attacks. So it becomes a lot, well, not necessarily close range. It can attack from quite a distance, but it's a close range stand to its user. However, it is... What I'm trying to say is it's an elemental stand, so it's relatively powerful, and it can hit things very hard. So, in my opinion, it is, of course, going to be a very, very useful stand when fighting many other stands. So Horus is going to obviously lose against a couple of other stands. The obvious losses for Horus are, of course, Star Platinum uh, the world for the same reason as Star Platinum, and the sun. Those are the most obvious losses. The sun, for very obvious reasons, since Horus manipulates ice, and the sun can fire uh, energy beams that can melt anything. So that, of course, gives the sun a massive advantage here. So now Sephin probably cannot beat Horus because Horus is a relatively fast attacking stand. Maybe that's the best way to put it. But let me actually take a look at what the stand stats are, just to get a bit of an idea. B in speed, so that's pretty fast, and you don't have to be next to your opponent either. So that, of course, gives you a huge potential to win. And of course, in the story, Horus was a stand used by a bird, and Horus also has sort of the appearance of a flying creature, so it might be that Horus is a stand that would only manifest from a bird, or that could be it. But I'm not going to really say that. I'm going to assume that there's a human using Horus. Um, so Horus, I'm just really trying to think this through. It has a decent amount of destructive power. Since the ice is physical ice that's solid, it means that Horus is indeed capable of launching bits of ice a long distance away, since once the bits are launched, since they're already physical, they wouldn't dissipate, such as, let's say, the bullets from Emperor would dissipate because they're not physical bullets, which sort of limits Emperor's range somewhat. However, with Horus, you don't have that problem. So you can fire bits of ice a very large distance away. Horus can also produce a lot of ice as well, which is very useful. So let's see. Hanged Man. Oh, sorry. Why did I have blue selected? Let's see. Hanged Man absolutely wins against Horus, because Hanged Man has a lot of, shall I say, I think the best way to put it is that Hanged Man has the ability to move between reflective surfaces. Ice can at times be relatively reflective. So since ice from Horus is usually grown in a bit of a crystalline form, it gives Hanged Man a significant advantage over Horus. Now, Wheel of Fortune is a very tough stand. Horus, in the story, did end up destroying a car. However, I do not know how much we can really put that up to something. Oh, I think I may have to pause the stream, lads. Yep. I'm pausing the stream, lads. Pausing the stream. Hello and welcome back. I must apologize for a quick second. Uh, had to take a break for the same reason that I have to end the stream early, and that is because I am uh, meeting with a member of the military. But that's actually besides the point. So let's take a look at Horus. Horus has ice. The stand stats are relatively good, not as good as some of the higher flying stands. However, the question then becomes: would the fast stands beat Horus? And that's, I think, the big question that I have here. So, speed, Araki puts on B, which is actually very high. So I'm thinking that the fast stands certainly would have a challenge in Horus, but a stand that would be able to outspeed Horus, in my opinion, would definitely be Silver Chariot. Um, Now, Tower of Grey uh, would not win for the same reason that Tower of Grey would not win against many of these other stands, and that's because Tower of Grey does not have a lot of defensive capabilities. The Fool um, is the stand that in the story went up against Horus. However, it was a constant retreat throughout the whole fight. So I'm thinking that the Fool is probably going to lose against Horus. Hermit Purple is definitely a loss. Sorry. Ebony Devil, that's a loss. Dark Blue Moon is not as good as some of the other close range stands, so that is definitely a loss. Hanged Man is a win, of course. Emperor probably takes an L. Not gonna lie. Empress, mega L. Wheel of Fortune, I'll get back to that one. Justice, that's actually the big question here. How would Justice do? If the user would be, if the user of Horus is a human, then Justice would still not have a chance. Let's be fair here. If Magician's Red can beat Justice, Horus can beat Justice. Lovers, Horus can probably one-shot, so Lovers would be out the window there. Death 13 goes down. Judgment. That's actually a very interesting question concerning Judgment. Judgment loses. Judgment just is not as offensively capable as some of the other stands. High Priestess is fast. High Priestess might actually be able to win. Geb has a significantly longer range, so I'm going to say a win for Geb. Knum is a loss. Absolute loss. Thoth, loss. Anubis, well, let's see. How does Anubis do against... Well, Anubis loses against Magician's Red, so I probably would lose against Horus as well. Bastet is a loss. Sephin is a loss. Osiris is also a loss. So let's go back to the top. Magician's Red versus Horus. Magician's Red has fire. Horus has ice. Fire melts ice. Ice quenches fire. That would actually be a pretty interesting fight. But I think I'm gonna say that Magician's Red probably has a lot more power, especially at close range. So I'm gonna give it to Magician's Red. Hierophant Green. You've got the Emerald Splash, a bit of stealth, ability to attack from multiple directions at once. Possession is not too useful. That's also an interesting one. I think. I think Hierophant Green might actually also win, but I'm not actually sure about that, since Horus does have quite a bit of speed. So Hierophant Green may actually take a loss here. I'm going to say it's a loss for Hierophant Green. There we go. That's a loss on Hierophant Green. And Strength is a win, because there's not much you can do about it. Let's see. Yellow Temperance versus Horus. Water on Yellow Temperance. Ice on Yellow Temperance. I think Yellow Temperance is probably tough enough to make it through that. Wheel of Fortune. The real question is Horus strong enough to damage and destroy Wheel of Fortune? I think Horus might actually be. Araki gives it a B in destructive power, which is pretty high. It's not an A, but I think that may actually be enough. High Priestess is fast and small. Well, not necessarily small. Can latch on to minerals and is very strong defensively. High Priestess may actually be able to beat Horus. I'm thinking. Would High Priestess beat Horus? I'm simulating a fight in my head. Okay, the conclusions are in. I don't know. That's the conclusion. Okay, let's see. High Priestess beats Magician's Red. High Priestess beats Hierophant Green. High Priestess beats Tower of Gray. High Priestess beats the Fool. High Priestess beats Horus. That's probably how it would end up. So there we go. So now, let me just fill in a bit here. And we're going to fill in some losses here. There's a couple of losses there. And then we skip, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's some losses there as well. And let's copy and put some more losses down. So there's a loss. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do this. Copy there and put a loss down here. Let's paste a loss. There we go. So we've got a 5 gap in there. So 2 gap for a win. Another 2 gap for a win. And a 1 gap. And there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So Horus overall is a very powerful stand, but not the most powerful. But still has quite an ensemble of wins, in my opinion. quite the ensemble, as some might say. So here we go. We're really racking up the wins here for Horus. Really giving him all of them here. There we go. There we go. So there we go. So that's Horus done. The next stand that we can look at from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, of course, Atum. Atum is perhaps one of the not the most powerful stand, but in my opinion, it does have some advantages over Osiris. Some advantages, not a lot of advantages, but some advantages. But I think it's actually time that we stopped this part of the stream, since it's getting a bit long, complicated, and really racking my brain about some of these, making some regrettable decisions regarding the power scaling. But ultimately, what we're seeing here, the reason why this is interesting, just doing a matrix comparing all of the stands, is because what we can then see is a pattern for which stands are generally more powerful, which stands are weaker. And what I've come to the conclusion of so far is that Ebony Devil is one of the weakest stands, even though it can attack very powerfully. To use it, you have to be willing to put your own life at extreme risk and risk completely losing the fight before you even have a chance to fight back, which is one of the biggest handicaps you can give to yourself in a fight, is to literally say, beat me to a pulp and then I'll fight you back, which is probably one of the worst things that you could possibly do in a fight. But anyway, let's drop that there. And I'm going to take a look and see if I can find something on the Huffington Post. And we'll see what we can do there. You know, just drop that segment of the stream, and we're moving on to the Huff Post. We're going to huff and we'll puff and we'll blow your house down, and you won't be able to do anything about it because we're highly intelligent geniuses. Why is Hunter Mourad not here? Why is Mellish Gaming not here? Wait a second. He had sent me... Okay, Mourad had sent me a message yesterday saying, hey, want to talk about tomorrow. But the only thing is that hey is always spelled Hay, which always triggers me massively. And I never tell him that because, you know, I like to keep it on the down low. But if there's something that triggers me, it's that. That triggers me massively. If you want to trigger me, do something like that. Something like that is a way to trigger me. You know, you can call me every name in the book and I'll just say, haha, what a phony you are making such things. But let's see. HuffPost.com. They can't even have the whole name of their news organization in the title of their webpage. That's just upsetting. And right now I'm looking at the page here, and what I'm seeing is Ingram promotes white supremacist, Fox defends. I actually want to see what this is. I want to see who the white supremacist is. Who is the white supremacist? This sounds like it's a bit of a clickbait, but Paul Nehlen. Who's that? Paul Nehlen. And of course a video loads, but I'm not going to play the video. Let's see. If they're calling him a white supremacist... Oh, snap. This is edgy. Let's get this on stream. I wanna get the edge on this one. Um, all right, all right. Let's see. Windows Capture 2, and we're switching that to Fox News defends Laura Ingraham, HuffPost, and here we go. There we go. This is the Huffington Post, everyone. Article written by Andy Campbell. Please do not chase down or insult members of the Huffington Post. That's not what I'm about. I'm about having a good dialogue, maybe a little bit of banter on the side. Fox News defends Laura Ingraham after she promotes white supremacist, a white supremacist. Who could have seen that coming? The host featured white supremacist Paul Nellon on her show as a sympathetic character, promoting and featuring as a sympathetic character Thursday. What does that mean? This is a very interesting change in language, because featuring someone as a sympathetic character could be as simple as not calling someone out when you've got them on your show, which isn't the same thing as promoting someone. But let's actually see what Huffington Post has to say. Fox News released a statement in defense of host Laura Ingraham after she featured white supremacist Paul Nellon in a graphic of prominent voices censored on social media on her show Thursday night. Okay, so he wasn't even on the show. It's a graphic where she's just showing, I guess, a number of people that are censored. And he is a white supremacist, apparently. I don't know, because I don't know who he is. And he's censored. And I don't trust the Huffington Post to tell me who he is anyway. On social media. And they're saying that a white supremacist shouldn't be censored is promoting a white supremacist. That's absolutely not true. That's simply saying that we should be able to have an open dialogue on these issues, because how are you going to disprove what they're saying? How are you going to de-radicalize these people unless you're actually able to talk to them? You can't. There's nothing you can do. Nothing at all. Critics raged that Ingraham would feature Nellon, a known anti-Semite who was seen in a t-shirt that celebrated the shooter of the Tree of Life synagogue in Pittsburgh, as a sympathetic character whose speech was under attack. Well, his speech was under attack, isn't he? Aren't you saying that he should be deplatformed? Is Laura Ingraham's argument here not a legitimate argument for free speech? Isn't it? But in a statement on Friday, Fox News homed in on CNN's characterization of a segment, saying it was obscene to suggest she was defending Nellon. It is, because if the point of her showing him on the show is to say that people are being censored for their political views, doesn't that fulfill the exact point? And isn't CNN doing the exact thing that is being criticized in the show in the first place by censoring a supposed white supremacist? Okay, but let's actually see what the statement says. It is obscene to suggest that Laura Ingraham was defending Paul Nellon's despicable actions, especially when some of the names on the graphic were pulled from an Associated Press report, where everybody gets their news from. It's not a conspiracy. It's just because they don't have their own journalists. A lot of people don't. On best-known political extremists banned from Facebook. He is a political extremist who is banned from Facebook, which is the point, the exact point. They're criticizing them for making their point by saying that she shouldn't have talked about this guy. Aren't they really running face forward into her argument? And it doesn't matter if you agree with her argument or not, but you would have to say that they are indeed proving her point. And then based off of her point, then you say whether or not you think that her point is something that should be used, that free speech towards people you disagree with is something that's good. Because in theory, that's really the only thing that is being threatened. The only speech that is being threatened is speech that is outside of acceptable speech. And therefore, free speech nobody's going to say that someone shouldn't have said something that is completely acceptable for the person to say. In other words, free speech is not going to be, hey, let's have a fun time and play a game of bingo or something. Nobody's gonna censor that. So free speech isn't really there to defend something like that, even though it does indeed defend that in theory. There's no particular situation where that type of speech would ever need defending. So this is the exact example of where a particular piece of free speech does indeed need defending. Banned from Facebook. Anyone who watches Laura's show knows that she is a fierce protector of freedom of speech, and the intent of the segment was to highlight the growing trend of unilateral censorship in America. In other words, the CNN's criticism of this does indeed walk face forward into Ingram's angle. During the segment on the Ingram Angle Thursday, Ingram displayed a graphic of prominent voices censored on social media while discussing that Ingram characterized as a liberal plot to silence conservative voices, with conservative commentator Candace Owens. Now, it is worth noting that in the United States, for those of you who do not know, the term liberal refers to mainly to the progressive movement, and toward, in some senses, movement towards social democracy, democratic socialism, and communism, which in other areas might not be as considered to be liberal. But just to clarify on what the word liberal means in the context, because I know it means different things in different countries. Among the voices she deemed silenced on social media were conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, who is indeed being silenced on social media, career Islamophobe and online troll Laura Loomer, I don't know who that is, and Nelen, all of whom have been banned from various social media platforms for breaking their terms of service in regards to hate speech. And I actually am of the opinion that I do believe that people should be allowed to censor on private platforms. I do believe that that is something that should be allowed. For example, if someone makes a comment on my YouTube channel that I don't like, I should have a full right to use the natural mechanics that YouTube has given me, the power that YouTube has given me, to censor that person's ability to make comments on my YouTube videos. Now, personally speaking, I'm not going to do that because unless I really, really need to, because I generally don't mind being criticized, and I don't really have much of a reason to censor people on my YouTube channel anyway, since even bad press is probably good press for me, judging by the size of my channel. So that wouldn't be that big. But screw your optics, I'm going in. Meme phrase from the shooter. OK symbol. I don't know what book he's holding. I can't quite read the title of it. But he looks like a real meme lord. He's got a little gun here in the corner, an American flag. I don't know what this is, but little picture. Keep calm. Okay. So anyway, he looks like a bit of a meme lord and a bit of an edge lord. Well, maybe I wouldn't say meme lord. That might be a bit too high, because gotta keep holy things holy. But he is indeed an edgelord. I think that's fair to say. I don't know whether he's a white supremacist, since I don't know the statements that he has made. He may very well be one, but his use of the OK symbol looks like it's meant to trigger someone. This picture looks like it's essentially meant to trigger the snowflakes. That's what the picture looks like. Okay. While Fox News' defense of Ingram claims, it's just a claim, that many of the names were lifted from an Associated Press report on best-known political extremists banned from Facebook, Ingram never characterized them as extremists. She doesn't have to. because that's not what it's about. It's not about whether or not they're extremists. It's about whether or not they're being censored, and that's really the crux of the argument. Because if you are in favor of free speech, it doesn't matter if they're extremists. If you're in favor of free speech, if you're in favor of censorship, then it does matter if they're extremists. But if you're in favor of free speech, it's irrelevant. Indeed, during her segment, she said they'd been shunned from social media and called conservatives to stand up to these censors. Now, once again, she's not calling them to support the people that are being shunned. She's simply trying to change the system so that people are not shunned. So she's not giving any explicit support to this individual or any of the other individuals. Ingram herself appeared to respond to criticism by wagging her finger on Twitter at those who would give a platform to racists. So maybe she's not for all free speech? Who knows? Retweeting screenshots of despicable old tweets by racists and or anti-Semites must make those racists and anti-Semites very happy. Okay. So she's not. That's not an argument against. That's not an argument for deplatforming. That's just an argument saying that you're being silly by retweeting racist tweets that you don't want to be on Twitter, but you're retweeting anyway. So you're being a bit hypocritical by increasing the volume. Because if you believe that this information should be censored and should not be on there, then why would you retweet it? So it just makes you seem very profane as a person if you do that. If you retweet these things that you yourself consider to be very bad. That platform, however, was given to Nayland and broadcast to Fox News. So Fox News' massive daily audience. It wasn't. She didn't give him a platform. She didn't have him on the show. That's not platforming him. Saying that X happened to X person is not a platform. That's simply saying that X happened to X person. What you would have to say is that saying that ISIS bombed and killed, let's say, 100 people would be giving a platform to ISIS. That's not giving them a platform. That's just giving them press. That's not the same thing. Giving them a platform would be making a show where al-Baghdadi would go out and talk about the merits of the Islamic State and doing all those various things. That would be giving a platform. But she didn't have him on his show. And what's wrong with talking to him? What's wrong with platforming him? Doesn't that make it easier for you to engage with what he's saying and to actually prove him wrong and to de-radicalize the people that he is radicalizing? Shouldn't that be a better goal than simply saying, we're not even going to talk about this? It just makes you sound like you're frightened, like you're fearful, like you're running away. And that's what the extremists capitalize upon. They look at that and they say, look at these people. They're oppressing us. They're afraid of us. They're running away. Radicalize now. That's what the radicals are doing. And that's what you're allowing them to do by running away and hiding rather than facing them openly on the street corners or in the debate halls, wherever it is they are. You should be aggressive and face them openly in debate and show to everyone that your side is the morally upright side, and showing that you will be the better person rather than being a silent oppressor, which is what this article is apparently arguing for people to be. Okay. I will be watching at Alan Dersh on at Ingram Angle at 10 p.m. He speaks the truth. Donald J. Trump. At Real Donald Trump. Meanwhile, one of the show's advertisers, a photo company called Fracture, told HuffPost that it would pull its ads from the Ingram angle, saying that she expressed alarming views that run entirely counter to the values we hold as a company. And again, what views has she actually expressed? That people should be allowed to speak freely and should not be censored if what they're saying is disagreeable to the majority population. That's all she simply said. Because under the same principle, we would have to say that Martin Luther King Jr. should have been censored in his time, and that it would be entirely justifiable to censor him in his time, or to censor the abolitionists um, for slavery in the 1840s and 1850s, to censor those people, to censor the people that stood up to slavery in those days, and went against the either pro-slavery position or the free soil position, which is an anti-slavery position, but was generally not considered to be as extreme. So, so essentially, you would also be censoring pro-democracy movements in authoritarian countries, and just essentially anything that is counter to the mainstream narrative would be censored. And here's the problem: is that this is such a huge slippery slope, and it's very demonstrable that this is not helping. That it is not helping censoring these people, because they just radicalize more. If they can't go out in the open, then they're trapped in their echo chambers and they can't go out, and that's just making things worse. So there you go, Huffington Post. Stop it. Stop your censoring. All right. Stop your censorious tendencies. Now, I know Huffington Post, they aren't being censorious. They aren't being censorious. However, Huffington Post needs to ease up on the free speech. Okay. Ease up on attacking free speech. That's my opinion. My professional opinion as a professional political commentator. Mourad is still not here. Maybe he couldn't be here. I don't know. But I've got about an hour and a half left before I'm going to have a nice coffee with a member of the military. But here we go. Let's see. Social justice. Huffington Post. Give me something on social justice. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Okay. Democratic presidential candidates sound very similar on immigration. Ooh, I wonder what that is. I wonder what the similarity is. Let's see. By Roque Planas. Thank you for bringing an article. Democratic presidential candidates sound very similar on immigration. Trump's draconian immigration policies. They're draconian. It's very draconian to have immigration quotas, as the U.S. has had for many decades. It's very draconian to stop people from illegally crossing your borders, as most countries do. It's very draconian there. In fact, Donald Trump is not as harsh as some people would like him to be. Some people would like the full militarization of the border, with illegals who try to cross being shot with lethal weapons. And that would still be, in the view of most people around the world, a very natural and acceptable action to take. Yet Donald Trump has not gone to such extremes. So I don't know if Donald Trump is the most draconian person here. Let's just say. Oh snap! We're getting. I need to switch over to Skype. Here we go. Hello, you're here. You're here. I can't hear you, but you're here. Are you speaking? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Don't die! Happy birthday to you! There you go. Um, it's your birthday, and I appreciate you. I know that we've known each other for so long. You know the game, and we're gonna play it.
Why
What
does everything you say sound gay right now? Come on, man. I,
gay?
I was trying I was trying to make it not sus, but then you kind of make it sound way too bromance over there. God damn. But
Gay Luigi?
I am not mad at it. So, what you been doing for the last god damn 83 minutes?
Well, I did some power scaling on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Thank God I was not there for that. Okay,
Yeah,
and
I mean, if you want, we can do some more. Um,
no, please don't. I
I
would actually legitimately leave at that point. And
yeah, it's some real complex math stuff.
yes,
But
only nerds can complex math about anime. Yes, weeaboos to the max.
yeah, yeah,
By the way, I
uh,
was actually trying to contact you earlier, right,
yeah,
to find out about the third wheel because it looks like he bounced again. You know?
yeah. Uh, Mellish Gaming. I actually managed to get into his Discord. So I'm hoping his Discord server. So I'm hoping that I can contact him at some point. Uh,
Okay.
but we're gonna chase him down when
Oh yes,
we're gonna catch him.
we're gonna catch him,
Uh,
and
I'm
then we're gonna
hunting for
make him spill
wabbits.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, spill all the beans. You
spill
know,
the beans. Yeah, he's gonna
spread
spill the
it.
beans.
Yeah, and we make
He's
him
got
spread it.
he's got beans all over his shirt, peas up his nose because he forgot to come to the podcast, and yeah, he bounced out on us. Nobody leaves me hanging. All right, nobody stands me up. Okay, nobody stands me up. If we've got a date, I don't get stood up. If we've got a time, I don't get left. If we've got a place, you better be there. You better be.
True, true. I mean, the last person that stood me up, by the way, it was female, just so you know, right?
Yeah,
And no, it was not on a date. We were just hanging out because bros, you know, why not? Bros
bros,
before host.
bros before host.
Yeah, because we didn't want no thought patrol.
Yeah,
So, last person who stood me up, guess what happened to them?
you beat him up.
No,
No,
no, even worse,
even worse.
way the worse.
Rape.
Um, uh, Not really far off, but it was not too Bill Cosby, not too much. Uh, Basically, what happened, right,
Yeah.
was that we you know how to play strip poker, right?
I've never played it, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's like that, but with a disadvantage on their part because they were late.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, we kind of did that. We were playing some games and we were doing some punishment.
Yep.
Except because your boy got no shame, right? He doesn't give no fucks.
No shame.
I made sure to have the most embarrassing situations ever. And then I completely made her regret ever setting me up. Yep. She had to walk around, luckily not naked, but definitely embarrassed. Guess why?
Why?
Well, we didn't have no furry suits yet, but
Yeah.
I did make sure to make her wear some of the gayest shit I found from my closet, which was basically a brony shirt, right?
Yeah.
I made her wear that. I made her wear leggings, Crocs with socks on, right?
Yeah.
And I also made sure she had a jacket that says "spread it." You know,
Oh.
that way she can be known as a freak. You know, which was more of a plus than a negative, but it did embarrass the crap out of her. She never saw me again. I literally never saw her again. She
I'm
must
not
have.
surprised.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. You know,
Yeah.
if you ain't down with the sus, then you better just leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
You
don't lose anything.
scramble those
Yep.
eggs. Yeah. I've got a rendezvous with a military man. Uh,
The military. What are
the
you gonna do?
military.
Tell them how to nuke Israel or something?
Wow, that's a pretty edgy statement.
Uh, well, probably not wrong. You know.
But I'm gonna say that there are some military applications. Yes, military applications.
I'm intrigued to say what type.
Yeah, I'm joking. It's not about military matters. It's about political systems. That's right, because I'm a political philosopher. I've got a doctorate, self-proclaimed, but I think I'm definitely worthy of it. So, who's to say I'm not a doctor?
Yeah, it can't possibly be proven wrong if it was never proven right to begin with, you know?
Who's to say? Yeah, who's to say I'm not a doctor? I'm a real doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Scholes, who's that? Uh, Doctor Oz, who's that? Uh, Doctor No, No Way Jose. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna do today, because I'm 81 minutes late. Looks like you had a lot of fun with JoJo without me. So now that the cringe is over and I showed up, time for the gay, because
Okay.
that's how
Okay.
we make
I
it.
I
All right.
think here's my
So
idea.
yeah,
What if
yes.
we do um a sort of a commentary track on something? So what we do is it's sort of like a
Depend.
reaction. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but it depends on the topic, though.
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like,
let's say we watch an episode of an anime. Okay, and we just
wait,
comment on it.
wait, wait. You mean 24 minutes
Yeah.
of just watching a straight up episode of a show? Worth,
Yeah.
nigga?
Yeah, but we talk the whole time though.
So that way we don't get copyright strike.
Well, no. We won't actually have the audience, sorry, the audio of the show on the stream. It'll just be
Yeah.
us talking. And if somebody wants to watch the show with our commentary, then they can simply watch the show while listening to the commentary. How does that sound?
Okay, here's the thing. This can
Yeah.
be very good or very bad depending on what the show is, and I swear to God, if it's JoJo, I'm out. Because
Okay.
I know
No
you. You
JoJo.
you might just straight up let us watch JoJo's references for 30 minutes. So yeah, well, I'm not mad at that. It's still gonna be kind of sus because you know JoJo was bizarre even in context, you know. So
Yeah.
I have no idea what the hell you're gonna hit me up when. You're probably gonna hit me up with like season 8 or some shit while I haven't even finished season 1, you know? Hit me
Well,
up with the magnet dude and the guy who has a face full of cards and shit. You know what I mean? Like the new season. You know, start hitting me with those
that's
references.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Golden Wind.
You see, I don't even know the name.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be either really good or really crappy. So yeah. Ah
Yeah.
no, okay,
But no,
sure,
we're not
sure.
gonna watch that one then. We're no JoJo for you. I know that you are allergic, and I don't want to kill you, so we're not going to give you any big
Very
JoJo.
questionable statement, but okay.
Yeah. Um. So,
But what am I allergic to exactly? You know?
uh, you are allergic to duang,
What? Wait, what? Allergic to what?
to a beautiful duang.
What does that mean? A
It's
duang. That sounds like someone's orangutan or something. Like what the hell? What do you mean a duang? That's I've never heard that statement ever. A duang. What the fuck?
yeah, duang.
Now I'm both intrigued and freaked out, and I don't know what to say about
You're
that.
very allergic to duang.
Duang. You and your references that I can never understand
What a
because you
beautiful
sus.
duang.
But seriously, what show I'm gonna
It
watch? You
feels
know,
like a picnic.
it feels like a picnic.
Are you retard? I am wood. Stupid. No, no. I've got the right thing. All right, I've got the right thing. Okay, let's get this. I just found a link here. We're we're
Prob-
we're gonna we're gonna
Probably to
give you
some
something.
off-brand anime.
We're gonna give you
Prob-
some some
Somewhat.
top keck. Top
Damn
quality.
it.
Let me just get the
Gonna make
link
this
onto
just
Skype.
so much worse than it's supposed to even be. God damn it. I don't want this.
Okay. Let's see. Come on. Trying to open up
Swear to God, it's time out.
the box. You're gonna love. I don't know. You're probably gonna hate this, but
It depends on what type of sauce it is, you know?
it is the good country.
The, wait, what?
the good country
Oh
type of
God,
sus.
no. Why do you keep giving me British slash military haiku bullshit? Why? Every time with you, it has to be either some sort of Italian mafia, German Nazis, or some sort of British Empire. Like, why? What is with these countries? Like, you really have a hard on for these things. You
Okay,
know, I'm not gonna be mad at it. What? What?
I
Oh
sent you
God,
the
he
link.
sent me links. Oh
I sent
God,
you a link.
no. Anime MMG. What the fuck?
That's
Why? Why? Why am I not surprised? Really, my nigga? Why?
why what
Why? Why? I swear to God, something. You really love this show for some really weird reasons. What's with
it
the
is
Galactic
the
Legends
actual
and
best
Galactic
anime of
Heroes?
all
What
time.
about it? You know, I've never understood the hype.
See, you're about to understand the hype.
Oh, I'm about to. It better be in Japanese. I swear to God, with subtitles because that way
Yeah,
it's even
it's
discussed.
Okay, let me just
Because the English
pause it
version
before I
is
start.
shit. You know, every time.
All right.
All right,
So
tell you what. Tell you what.
yeah,
I'll watch this if you watch the anime I send you. Okay,
okay. As long as it's not hentai.
that's my line, not yours. Goddamn. Why would I have hentai?
Okay,
I mean, you, you know, for some reasons, I
okay,
don't have
everyone.
it. You know,
So I'm
doesn't
gonna
make
tell
so.
everyone what it is. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, original series, episode one. Uh,
Original. Wait, you mean there's a remake?
there is a remake, yes,
Why not watch the remake
because
first?
the original series is longer.
Of course it is. God damn it! Oh,
No, uh, we're just watching episode one. But I
yes.
really love this episode. I got hooked on the first
I'm
episode when I
pretty
watched
sure
the show.
I would know the reasons as soon as I hit play. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna start it at the same time so that our commentary is at the same time, and
Yeah, accurate.
I'm going to mute my end so that when I record it, it won't interfere. So we're gonna start the
Hold
play.
up. I can't start it yet.
Okay,
I
yeah,
can't. It seems like the computer has crashed again. Hold up.
the computer has crashed.
Not really. Just the page is being unresponsive. You know, it's glitching. It
Yeah,
can't handle the legacy of the Galactic Heroes. You know.
the legacy. Yeah,
Yes.
big leg,
The big what? What?
big
God
leg,
damn it!
big legacy.
God damn it!
It's
The more I hang out with you, right?
yeah,
The weirder my life gets. You know.
yeah. You're really entering into a bizarre adventure.
I walked into that one. God damn it.
Yeah, it's a leg end, the end of that leg.
Yep. As soon as you dip your leg in there, you can't get back. You
Yeah,
know.
but once your leg has ended, you really have a legend
To tell or to spread?
of the
Which one is
galactic heroes.
it?
There you go. The
Really should have shot myself today and ended this, but sure, why not?
yeah,
Okay,
don't
it's loading. It's loading.
don't die, don't kill yourself.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
don't worry. Just know that
What?
if you do choose to die, there's always
Yeah,
someone out there that loves you. All right.
very controversial statement, but okay.
It's controversial. Well, not really. Come on. You know, everybody needs a little love.
Even sadists and pedophiles, you know, the ones that you keep sending me.
I don't send you pedophiles or sadists or anything like that.
I'm trolling you. I'm trolling.
Okay.
It's cool. By the way, don't worry, I'm not killing myself yet. But definitely gonna do it. You know, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mainly because I'm not going to die unless it's on my damn terms first. You know.
Yeah. Your own terms,
Yep.
your own
Yep.
swag.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, I never died unless I had my own swag to die for. Um,
True.
but
True.
if I
That's fair.
had not
Super
swagged
true.
my death, I would not have been able to meme my death either.
I mean, you only get one. So would you meme your death or would you swag it? Which one would you choose?
I would meme it. Yeah,
Yeah, you would meme it.
I would meme my death. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? I would swag it up, you know? Gotta have the legacy, you know? All right. Uh, okay, it's on zero, so just tell me when to click
Okay.
play.
Uh, do you, do you already have it buffering or not?
I mean, do you want me to share my screen with you, Sam?
No, no, no. Just click play and then go back to one.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna start in three, two, one, go. The show starts. It's a
Yep, and
galaxy.
it looks very 90s, yes.
Oh no, this is way back. And there it
Oh
is, the
my
German
God,
title,
but
Heldensagen vom Kosmosinsel. It's a German
oh
title.
my God, this looks way too outdated, but in
And,
a good way, you
and you
know?
see, yeah, the spaceships.
Yep, the stellar spaceships that aren't moving. Yes, when you
Yeah.
know you're out of frames,
Then
and of course, whoa, my God, what the fuck?
the female
Okay,
character
God fucking damn it! I
and the
have
male
complaints on
character
the first 33 seconds. What the fuck?
and the other male
Okay,
character.
okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
Those are all
listen,
big
listen.
characters in there.
I just gotta say one thing, Pam.
Yeah.
You know, whose man's is this? Because I can't tell if this is a female at this point. I know this is like the 70s or 60s, but god damn it. The facial features are so in between. I literally can't tell if this is a guy or not.
The one with the long hair was the only woman. By the way, this show
Well,
doesn't have any thoughts. They're all female characters. Oh, there was another woman here. All female characters are uh, well
queens,
developed characters. Uh,
well developed, yes. Yes, questionable statement, but sure.
yeah.
Okay, this still looks like a guy. Okay.
Okay, we're getting into the action here.
I can't tell if this is Star Wars or not, you know?
It's
These
better than Star
images.
Wars. 100% better. Way
Yep.
better. Look at that ancient ruins. When have you ever seen that in Star Wars? All the time, but who cares? You see all these symbols on the walls. What do they mean? Nothing. They don't mean anything. They're just there for atmosphere.
Anavultus is analyzing the shit out of this.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. It's a galaxy. Galactic heroes. They're in the stars.
What?
A
This
galaxy.
remind me of Genesis Evangelion or something. Like
Oh, you want to watch that one?
no,
We
it
could do
just
that.
reminds me of two friends. You know,
Yeah,
they're probably gay for each other. Let's be real. Either that or like Double Dragon,
yeah.
where it's just you
So
know,
some
just they both want the
important
puss,
info
they
was just
can't get it.
dumped on Fazan. But now we're at a big
Oh yes,
war.
alien pirates. Let's go. There's a desert.
Okay, we got it. Look at that. Reichsflotte
Just
Flaggschiff
yelling
Brunhild.
Nazi German words.
No, they're not. The German language is not a Nazi language. What?
Are they in Egypt or in space,
They're in
or
space.
are they in space Egypt?
They're not in Egypt at all. They're in space Prussia, which is the good land. But
You know, I'm not even gonna ask what the good land is.
there you go. Look at that German names. Amazing. And all the officers on
I've
a.
never seen a mutual war. It's always one side wins. What the fuck? Wait, what type of war is this? What type of war goes for 150 years? Unless it's JoJo. You know, the debate whether or not it's good or bad, because that will go on forever. But literally, what type of war? What? Okay, these
Okay.
ships.
What
Okay,
what what what
they
time
look like
index are
either
you on?
guns
I think we're
or
not
dildos.
synchronized.
Okay, what? Oh,
What's
that's because I stopped it as soon as I saw the female start
okay?
complaining
I'm,
about
I'm
the
gonna
gender.
stop at 4 minutes.
As
Bam.
for me, I'm at almost 3 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
just looking at these dildo ships, you
Yeah.
know,
We,
the
we have to stay
wolflings.
synchronized. If you're gonna stop,
Uh,
tell me.
sure, I guess
Yeah.
I'll
I,
just
I
catch up
stopped
in
at four
four
minutes.
minutes. Yeah, I'll just catch up in 4 minutes and stop it, okay?
Okay.
I'm just mesmerized by the ships, you know,
Yeah, they're
and,
beautiful.
and the 150-year galactic war, which I call bullshit on, but sure,
Why?
you
What's
know,
wrong?
because who the has time for this? You know, like legitimately, one of the biggest problems in wars are the supplies. Who
That's true.
has enough time and well retardation in their brain cells to think, hey, we're gonna have galactic wars, destroy ships daily, and then repair them for 150 years. Yeah, we got time. At
Yeah.
that point, you're just being dicks, you know, legitimate dicks. Like you literally want the war to never end. Because who would continue? Well, not even bloodshed at this point. Like who
Yeah.
would continue just nuking each other and then rebuilding it? It's like playing what the fuck was the name? It's like playing you know that ship game that you have to just keep guessing the number? You know that old board game people play? Forgot the name.
Battleship.
Battleship, yeah, the one where you can't see each other, like blindfolded, and just keep sending submarines, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that, right? Except never ends. You know,
Yeah.
they
Never
just keep
ends.
building and destroying each other for 150 years. I'm so triggered by that.
Yeah. So, are you paused at 4 minutes?
I'm still looking at this general looking ass thing.
All right.
What? Okay, God fucking damn it.
What?
Okay, whose man's is this? Because whoever named him either was on acid or was on crack.
It's a German name.
Of course it is, because only the Germans can come up with this shit. I can't even spell this name. Willie Bard, Joe Smith, von Merkitze. What?
Von Merkatz.
Of course you know how to spell it, you Nazi in disguise.
What? Speaking German is not a Nazi thing.
Oh, it's not. I just wanted to make fun of you, you
All
know,
right.
for gay reasons, you know.
For gay reasons.
Yes, the best reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yes, look at the bromance. Look at the bromance over here.
The
You know,
bromance.
yeah.
It is
One
a
is blonde
bromance.
and
It
one is
is.
red.
It really is.
You can tell by the first two frames. You know,
It's not gay, but
it might
it,
as well be at this point.
it's pretty bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bromance, you know, pretty gay.
Pretty bromance. Not
Yeah,
not not actually gay though.
yeah, because no one's naked yet.
No
But
one
in
is
season
naked.
two, but in season two, guaranteed.
Oh no, you don't want to
Yep.
know what happens. Okay. So are you at the 4 minutes?
I'm just looking at these guys talking about stars. You know, when you know you have a good romance, you know, relationship, romance
I'm
relationship.
asking, are you paused?
I'm going up to it, but I'm too mesmerized by the gay right here. You know.
Okay. We
Okay,
need
God fucking damn it again. What
yeah.
name is this?
We need to be
Sick. Yeah, look,
synchronized.
I'll show up in exactly 4 minutes. I'll tell you, okay? But you are a veteran, okay? I am a noob, okay? I need to mesmerize the gay first. I can't just skip, you know. I'm too intrigued now. I'm caught up. You want me to watch the show or not? You know,
Okay. No, no, no. Are
let
you at the 4 minute mark in the episode?
I'm at 3:48, okay? If
Okay.
you
Okay.
must know,
Keep going.
I'm just mesmerized by the name because how do
Yeah.
you spell this? Sick fried Kurtish, or like fried chicken. What is this?
Siegfried von Kircheis.
Where's the fawn? Where is
Oh,
the F
okay.
O
I guess
N?
they
Is
didn't
it
put a fun.
silence?
I guess he's not a fun. So Siegfried Kircheis.
Well,
Sorry
what does
about
that
that.
mean? What does that mean?
It's his name.
Yeah, but like, why would you add and remove the font? By the way, the homeboy has made new videos, and he is live. So let's dox the shit out of him.
Oh, you want to go straight over to Mellish Gaming?
Hey, we need the extra. I almost said dick. No, we need the third wheel. Come on, let's dox his
All right,
ass.
all right, all right. Let's brigade Mellish Gaming. Let's
I mean, if he's gonna skip just to do it on a damn self, why not dox him either way? You know,
yeah,
that way we have a three-way on both sides. You know, phrasing. So yeah, let's go.
yeah.
I'm.
Get a freeway going. That way,
By the
I
way,
have to stop streaming in about an hour since I've got other things to do. But yeah,
oh shit, yeah, you kind of messed that up. Yeah,
which is
I
why I
was hoping.
started early. But
Yeah, I was like, hey, let's do 3 hours, but no one can do for 10 minutes.
well,
But
that's
yeah,
why I
what?
started early. Uh,
Yeah, I know. So what are we gonna dox this nigga with? Just spam memes in his description or something?
well, no, we shouldn't spam. What we should do is ask him
Say
questions such as, "Where are you
say,
at? Where are
say
you at?"
hi. Okay, I guess I'll
Because
hit
we
him
don't
up
want
on
our
that.
comments to get removed.
True, but we're not exactly trolling. We're just memeing. There's a
All right, all
difference.
right. I'm
All right, I
I'm
guess we'll
gonna get on
just.
his stream.
I'm already at his stream, just watching him run around.
This is this is gonna
Okay.
really eat my computer since I'm already streaming myself.
Ah,
Uh,
yes, trolling and streaming at the same time. When you know you have good taste, you know.
Started streaming 85 seconds ago, so he just started up.
Yep, I know. I know.
And
I'm waiting.
let's see what Mellish Gaming has to say for himself. Let's really wreck him.
Phrasing. Yep.
It wasn't
I'm gonna
paying attention on my own.
get wrecked.
What are you doing?
He's playing a pretty good game that I also wanted to play, but couldn't load it because,
I tried rolling to put
you know,
myself
Epic
out, it
Games,
didn't work.
their servers suck.
Epic
Literal
Games.
dicks. Yeah.
What's Epic Games?
Might need to get yourself.
Wait, you don't know what the people
No, I
that
do
made
not.
Fortnite? The people that made Fortnite.
Oh,
You know?
I
They
guess I
basically.
never played an Epic Games game.
Oh, good for you. You at least survived the apocalypse. All right. Basically, they want to be the next Steam, so they made their own servers for their games that they keep buying off, like EA. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the problem with that is that they were fucking up, and their servers are crap, so couldn't download any of the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds really fun, guys.
I was trying to get this game that he's currently playing because it's a dragon
Said-
monster hunter
I
simulator.
said start it. Go ahead and start it.
Except you can make your character
Because I
anything.
joined the party.
Well, not anything. You can kind of, switch gender, switch looks, make him look gay, which is my favorite part. So yeah.
Yeah.
So come on, let's dox him. I'm still
Actually,
seeing nothing from your side. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I'm about to write. It just took me a while for the chat box to load up.
Oh, that's why you're gonna write a novel first.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm gonna write a real novel. I'm gonna
Definitely
say,
not our fault.
uh,
It is your fault.
Games.
Quote the Bible or
What?
something. I don't know.
he's an atheist, so he wouldn't care.
Just
It's always
buggies.
your fault.
What happened?
Bitch.
Fuck, this bitch is just
To-
smashing me about.
Our date. That's-
Our
Yep.
podcast. My words aren't loading when I'm writing them.
Well-
And I misspelled because I
Oh.
couldn't immediately correct.
Yes.
OUR. There you go. Hour spelled that way. For some reason, sometimes my fingers touch the keys out of order, and that's how
Yep, there
how
it is.
typos happen. What happened to our podcast? Bam. And he's and you're writing hey fam. Of course, hey spelled with HAY rather than with
Yes.
Don't worry, it
with,
does
with
look
an
like
E.
our team's gonna fail.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing this on purpose. You know.
Yeah. We're
Yeah, why not? Gotta hit with the hey.
yeah. Give him an execute. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
guillotine,
you-
man.
You want me to hold me up to the execute? Is that it?
No, don't execute Order 66.
No, I'm gonna execute Order 69 on this nigga.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Wait.
You really
I-
gotta
I-
come down on him
One thing
hard
on my
here.
phone to make sure
Yeah,
that
praising. Yeah, I got it. I got you. I have the perfect
stream looks good.
memes to send it. I have 200 more Yu-Gi-Oh memes to send. By the way, since last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I stocked
It
up
actually
on
looks
those.
decent.
Yeah, now I got all the Morgan
Proud
Freeman
of
quotes on
So
Yu-Gi-Oh
tell me,
form.
since you're such an expert on
Proud of
Epic
me.
Games, what is
It
Dauntless?
took you 45 minutes to get it.
Oh,
Hey, man,
Dauntless?
I was making a
Well,
thumbnail that
basically,
whole
it's
time.
literally Monster
I mean, it
Hunter,
took
but
you
with
a half hour.
dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, and just like with Monster Hunter, each one of them has different elements. So you spread eagle the shit out of the dinosaurs, take away their parts,
the
make
fuck is this
armor,
shit?
weapons, and skins, right?
Yeah.
Well, based on that element, and then you just hunt the others down.
Hunt
It's
it.
not
Shout
like,
out my-
yeah,
said
you
that.
can take on, I think, quests. If not, you can also just hunt them down.
And I'm
There's a
wearing
proficiency.
fire armor. It should not be doing
Yeah,
that.
fuck that up. There's a proficiency
well,
meter, which I
yeah.
love and actually want to try out.
His attack's
Mainly, it's
500.
basically like 100%ing an MMO.
Technically,
Yeah.
I'm under gear for this.
Yeah, it's gonna take you forever, but I really want to try it. Mainly because, right?
You're gonna
Yeah.
I
get
want
to
to
level
see how
500.
good you can get in the game.
I bet
There's not
it's
a real, yeah.
I bet it's a lot easier than getting 200 million XP in all skills on RuneScape.
It probably is. You
Yeah.
know. By the way, is this nigga
Every
responding to
fucking
any of our
time.
texts or not?
He skips his fucking.
Because I have him muted, so I can't
Well,
This
I
is
think he's playing the game, but he's being
Are we
rather
supposed
quiet
to
when he's
take
talking.
like a short little breather between his
yeah. He's
abilities?
probably doing some
And
questionable
somebody's
things.
given
Not
a
fucking
bit of a
doing that,
sniffle,
so.
you know? Somebody's got some
name
phlegm
raised.
up there in the nose, you know what I'm saying?
Either that or he's
A
no
real sick lad.
Strongest enraged
sick
animation
lad.
I've ever
Really?
seen.
Sick lad. Sick boy. But
Oh, bastard.
yeah, so you've got Mellish Gaming YT, Digital Zombie 113, and the other lad who I missed his name because the screen switched. Uh,
What are these? His hunting party?
uh, Go Sport Gaming. It's Go Sport Gaming. Who knows? Let me see if I can hit him up on the D chord. Oh wait,
Yes.
somebody sent me a message on
Looks
Discord.
like I'm doing the best out of our group.
Yeah, probably
and
saying,
I'm
"Hey,
doing
fam, what's
pretty
good?"
shit, 'cause he's
No,
just
this is
skipping animations and shit.
the Minecraft player that sent me a message
Is he a fire?
Oh,
Where the
uh,
fuck did he come from?
Yeah,
that I
Good luck
used to
on
do a
that.
collab
He,
with
Fire
way
Elemental
back
or
when.
or Fire T1.
Yeah, Sam, I have like
Me.
17 of these niggas on Skype, and they're all dead. So yeah.
17 Negroes.
Uh, not all of them are black, but sure.
Well,
Some
you
of them
said
are
okay.
Mexican, some of them are American, some of
Do
them are
you
Muslim,
want
and
to
the
help
rest
me with
are
a
white.
raid on Minecraft? Well, I can't right now since I'm busy, so no.
Yep. Tell them you're on a date. I'll immediately let them know what's up.
Yeah,
Yes.
a
By the
real
way, the
date.
homie is just collecting ninja stars, which is
Wow, does he think
respectable.
he
Yeah.
is ninja?
I hope not. I really hope not. I don't want him to get Ligma, you know?
Well, I don't know. If you're gonna skimp out on us, I don't know. Maybe you deserve Ligma. Oh, edgy,
Stop,
edgy.
stop being butthurt about your new girlfriend, okay? Just stop. All right.
Uh,
oh,
By the
yeah,
way, good
that
choice of
was a very
gun.
mean
oh
thing to
shit.
say. I don't wish
Uh,
Ligma upon anyone,
Can't pick it up.
um,
There's no more
yeah, you know.
reloads.
except for Ninja. He deserves it,
Yeah, those little
but
fire
everyone
rods, if you
else.
pick them up, man.
Probably because he keeps yelling at 9-year-olds and 3-year-olds and possibly being pedophilic, you know?
Whoa, whoa,
Just,
whoa! Those are
what,
some
Well,
what
serious
up?
that's
Fucking
allegations.
tail.
Hey, he's the one who keeps playing with 20-year,
Let me just
10-year-olds
say
and then
that
the
complaining.
tail swing does the most
I
damage.
disavow that statement. I'm not saying anything
Maybe.
about
Okay,
Ninja.
he's never done
Maybe.
3 fucking swings
This
in
is
a
not an
rifle. Okay.
actionable offense.
Hey, you aren't, but I am. And
Yeah, this
he
one
can
gets
try
you.
me, you know, if he wants. He
Yeah,
can definitely
he's
try me.
gonna fly over to
He's gonna
Morocco
get.
and he's gonna give you a nice fat lawsuit.
Oh shit!
Kind of.
I
Actually, all of you are
wish.
dead
You
now,
know
so
why?
I could just
Why?
Because then I could roast
solo.
his ass twice as much and probably embarrass him in 2 countries at
I
once.
could die and then
You know,
beat me up.
try the homie and then get raped straight up. You
Try
know,
him.
if you want the cheeks to get spread, you try me. You know,
All right,
just show up.
I'm gonna get off that stream.
I gotta wait for
Yeah.
this other guy
Wait,
Because
to
it
his or
fucking die,
yours?
man.
his stream because it's too Ligma for me.
Yeah, and I'm trying to contact this nigga, but he ain't responding for shit.
Yeah,
So
too Ligma.
I'm gonna mute you for like a sec.
A sec. All right.
Yeah,
A
just a sec.
parsec.
So, God damn it, stop it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute you for a sec so I can unmute him so we can talk. You know,
All
see
right.
if I can contact this nigga my way,
My
the
way
gay
or
way.
the highway.
Yep, my way, also known as the gay way.
The gay way. The
All right.
gateway drug. We're gonna get some real action going on, lads. Some real top tier plays. If you ever played a game and you never knew how to play a game, I gotta tell you, I'm a real player. All right. And because of that, I need to urinate for the second time on this stream. Holy cannoli! Why do I always? Why am I so hydrated? I think that's a question we're all asking deep inside. Oh, why are we always so hydrated? Why do we always have to pee so much? And it is because I am the hydration master, the mastermind. So I'm gonna give a BRB, BYOB, not the same thing, but oh snap! I accidentally pressed play on the other one. Okay, fix that. Fix that. So here we go. Here I'll leave you some soundtrack from a recent production of the Inuyasha review, so you've got something to listen to while I'm gone on the down low. So here we go.
So, Mr. Samuel, what are you gonna do? What's this? What's this? Did you mute me? Or yourself? Are you laughing? Or spreading it? God damn it, I can't tell with you. Never mind. So, are we gonna finish this Galactic Heroes nonsense, or we're just gonna do nothing? Oh, yeah, that's of course. Yo! God, you're gonna break that chair someday, I'm sorry, man. Anavultus?
Get on, mate. Hello, bam, back me.
Listen, you're gonna break that chair, and also, what are we gonna do? So, like, do we finish the Galactic Heroes gay
We're at the
shit,
4-minute
or
mark.
what?
We're at the 4-minute
Yeah?
mark. Are you
Yeah, I am.
there? 4 minutes?
Hold up, I was too busy looking at Monster Hunter. Almost. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Alright, so the bromance is continuing.
All right, ready?
Okay, how do you spell his name? Because it sounds like Richard von McFucking or
It's
something.
Reinhard von Lohengram.
Okay, it doesn't matter, I'm at 4 minutes. Want to start, I guess?
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Up there getting cornered, you know?
Yeah.
No cornered mouse never runs, so you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
But the admirals,
I
they
was-
want to have a word. Yeah.
Yep.
But they're old men. Their opinions don't matter because they're old.
Or contradicted because they're old, usually.
Yeah. Yep. He's listening to the gentle men. Ooh, Staden. Ooh, that's a nice name.
Why? Does it mean Gaylord?
No, it doesn't. Doesn't mean anything. But there you go. He's not going to retreat. Ooh, snap. That's some 5D chess right there. We hold the advantage even though we don't.
I mean, he might have a secret strategy. Maybe he has Gundams in the house. Who knows?
Yeah, the big Gundies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, snap. He's the neutral lads in the war. But they're
I
always...
never understood being neutral in wars. What does that do exactly?
It means you can sell stuff to both sides and make big bucks.
That's it?
Yeah, it means you don't get attacked by either side, which is good.
Kind of weak, in my opinion, but
Yeah.
sure, if you ain't got no thick, you know what I'm saying? If you got no bars, you know, no bicep curls, nothing, then why not, you know?
He's
If
not...
you got nothing to offer, why not offer yourself? You know, spread it, you know?
Yeah, the big leader is not willing to listen to all his subordinates.
Because he's retarded? Usually that's the case, yeah. You know, because they ain't got no time for that.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
looks like the homeboy,
the
the one
homeboy.
who skipped out on your date, right?
Yeah,
Is too busy being with other men,
yeah.
Classic.
Classic, real classic. But
Yep, the double stand up.
but now we're at the home world, uh, in the beautiful palace, in the good land, of course, and Anna Rose von Grünewald.
Whenever I hear you speak German, I'm just thinking Krieger, you know? Except more Nazi like.
Klaus von Lichtenlade. That's that guy's name. Ah, Kaiser Friedrich. Yeah, he's the emperor.
Palpatine?
No, just the emperor, not Palpatine. No.
Disappointed.
Yeah, it's a flashback to the past on the lad. And and here's the big strat.
What? The big what?
They're talking about one of the enemy's soldiers.
Oh, okay.
They think their strategy is going to work, but they think that there might be one person that may stop them.
Their girlfriend, probably. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, so these people don't have German names.
So they're not important to the plot?
No, they are important because they're the other side of the war.
Oh, okay. Please tell me they're American. That would be so much
no,
more
they're
funny.
not. They're
disappointed.
they're mixed.
Mixed what? Mixed Mexicans and German? What?
No, they're just mixed everyone's.
What type of inbreeding is that? What you mean mixed everything? What, they're genetically infused with cells' DNA? What the?
No,
What you
they're
mean?
just random people.
Oh, okay. Just say co-versed. God damn it.
Yeah.
Thought when you said mixed, I thought they were
that guy's name is
legitimately
Dusty.
mixed breeding. What?
His name is Dusty.
Because he dusts off all of the hoes?
No.
Well, he should. He sounds like he'd be good for it.
Oh, and they're talking about the enemy commander. Because they're afraid of him. They don't know what he's gonna do. He's scary, spooky.
Spooky skeletons?
Spooky, scary skeletons, sending shivers down my spine. For some reason, I'm now lagging. My oh, there we go.
No, that just sounds like a daily occurrence for you.
Yeah. Well, only when I'm streaming.
Yeah, only
we
when
go.
you're with me do you
Thomas
actually
von
full lag.
Stockhausen is the name of this guy. What a real lad. Woo lad. Hans Dietrich von Seeckt. Or Seekt, maybe? Yeah. They're talking about what it means when someone takes the credit for the big wins.
It's called being diplomatic. Or sneaky.
The Diploman. The Duploman.
The Duploman. Wow, okay.
Yeah, Duploman. Don't talk to me about the military personnel. That's what he says. Oskar von Reuenthal. It's another important character. Wolfgang Mittermeier, important character. Very important. Paul von Oberstein, important character, everyone. All of these characters are important. Every single one. Because there's over 100 episodes.
How many died by the end of the first episode?
Uh, there's a few that die, not a lot though. But it'd be giving some spoilers if I named which exact characters died. But look at that! What a beautiful spaceship! It's all big. It's clean. It's it's white, but that has nothing to do with anything.
Weirdly phrased. It's white. Yeah, that's
Yeah, and that one's
so much
green.
context. Yep.
Yeah. Oh snap! He got caught off guard. Didn't
With his
expect
pants.
the
With his pants
possibility of
down?
an attack. He got caught with his pants half down.
Half down. Wow, that's a new one. I've never seen someone with their pants caught only half down. You know,
Yeah,
that's a
well,
first.
he's still ready to fight. He just wasn't expecting to fight right away.
Yep. So, it's so funny. It's stupidly phrased.
Yeah, but now he's getting the big attack.
Yeah, the big attack.
The
Not
big attack.
normally attack. The big attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. They're ready to spread it at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Just gush
But
all over your
it's
enemies.
too late. The plan is gone. And you're just simply walking over them. This is simply smashing the fleet. Smash them. Smash them good. So the approach they took is attacking each fleet individually, so that they don't have to attack them all at once, which means that they actually have the numbers advantage if they do that. And they're getting blown up everywhere.
Yep. It's getting splat everywhere.
Splat, big splat. Take it down. What a
What's funny?
mess. What a real mess. Yeah?
It's really, really funny.
What?
I'm not even watching the show.
Oh, you're not even watching the show.
Yeah,
What are you
but
watching?
Just from your words alone, I can get the entirety of the context.
The big context.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I
got
can't
bored,
actually
but-
see what's going on right now because for some reason my window keeps lagging. But the battle is already ending. The enemy is leaving, moving to rear
With their
fast,
pants halfway down,
risking
or
a counterattack.
fully sagged this time. You know what's funny about this?
Yeah? What's funny?
Is that we either are really good at it or really suck at it, the commentary thing.
The commentary? We're really good or we
Yeah.
really suck? Why?
Yeah, because we either have a lot of stupid stuff to talk about or laugh at, or we literally have so little context and interest that we're just mumbling the entire time. That's the two ways you can take this, for real. You know what I mean? Which is why it's so funny to me, because I don't know whether or not I'm doing a good job or I'm just sucking so bad I might as well just quit,
Yeah. You're saying that you suck? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you can't tell if you suck or not,
Okay.
because
Whatever you
they ain't
say,
no
boss.
comments to tell you which one is good, which one is bad.
Yeah, the
Who
comments.
knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Maybe,
I know.
Maybe I'm good at commentary and you aren't, or the opposite. You're
I'm a
good at it.
I'm a real commentary. Look at that. Experienced commander, 100 battles. He's not going to leave his friends behind.
Why would he?
He's not going to leave his friends behind. He's going to take the bad option in order to save his friend.
Sounds like common sense, but sure. You know what's funny about situations like these?
Yeah?
I don't ever praise someone for doing it because I believe that something like that, right,
Yeah?
is the norm and the bare minimum. You know what I mean? It's like good behavior. You don't necessarily praise it because that's supposed to be the bare minimum you can do. You know what I mean? You can hate bad behavior, but not really praise good behavior because if they can't even do that, then why the hell are you even trying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's unpopular opinion. even though it's factual. Not factually correct, factual. There's a difference,
Yeah.
you know. So
But
yeah,
what I see is that he's willing to essentially throw away the battle, killing many thousands of his own people in order to save a friend.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
bros before hoes, you know. Fuck the squad. You gotta protect the
Oh,
Gaylord himself.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, what would you rather protect? The one homie you would actually go gay for, or the rest of the squad that are
The rest
probably
of the
tripping on
squad,
acid
man. That's
well,
the literally the right choice to make.
every time?
Literally every time.
So you would always save the squad, but never the true homeboy.
Facts don't care about your feelings, Ben Shapiro always says. So,
No wonder he's dead.
is he? I don't think he is.
To me, he is. Because that means he doesn't believe in the bromance, goddammit. You know, you gotta believe in your true bros. The
Yeah.
ones you would actually go gay for. Come on.
Yeah.
But seriously, would you actually give up on your homie just to protect the rest of the squad?
Yes, I would.
Disappointment, man.
No, it's literally the right choice to make.
No, no, it isn't. It isn't. You know what the right choice to make is?
Okay, what is the right choice?
Save your homie, kill the enemies, and
Yeah.
then die with honor.
I'm at
That's
time
the good
index
choice.
1745.
My time is infinite hentai. I'm just kidding.
We should
Because,
ignore
because I'm,
the enemy wounded.
yeah.
The enemy still
What?
has 2 fleets.
Are you quoting the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're not watching it, so how do you know what's going on? You don't.
because of your context. It's all the context.
He's asking Kirscheiss who he thinks he should attack.
Himself, you know. That way we'll find out what is truly important.
But it's gonna take 4 hours to get there, to get to the battle.
4 hours to get to a battle. At that point, it's done. You know.
No,
like
no,
in
no.
real-
It's a big battle. It's a big battle. 4 hours is not a lot of time. It's a huge battle. There's millions of people in these battles.
Millions.
Yeah, that's how
Literal-
big the battles are.
And yet you can't even save one homie. Disappointment. You know, what's the point of rescuing millions of your surviving race when you can't even save your actual bro that you give a shit about? You know.
That is the point, because as a commanding officer, you should care about your men.
I mean, I'm not saying you don't, but I'm saying why save them if you can't save one? You know what I mean? You either save everyone or let everyone die. That's what I say. No man is left behind in here or in hell itself.
Well,
You know,
that's not how
the three
the
musketeers, man, you all go down at once. You know,
that's
they
not how it
help.
works, though, man. In real
Okay.
life, you get these problems where you can't save everyone.
Not with that attitude.
No, well, with what attitude could you even? It wouldn't work.
Uh, uh, who knows? It might. I have ways
Yeah.
of breaking the system by snapping my own neck, but sure, yeah, I have ways.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It works. Trust me.
Okay. Enemy, prepare for counterattack. The enemy has arrived.
Has arrived or arrived? There's a difference.
The enemy is ready to opine, to give an opinion.
Oh, shit. We should probably hear it out.
Yeah. Give it a legal opinion.
Because if their
Oh
opinion is
snap!
about the new
The enemy is
Jedi,
attacking, and boom, they get blown up.
by missiles.
Not missiles, no. This isn't Star Wars. Come on, we don't use missiles
why
here.
not? Yeah, come on. It looks pretty good, you know.
We blow
Why
things
not?
up, and
Why
there's
not
fire
fix Star
everywhere.
Wars?
Guys getting impaled on a spike. He's talking about his
Because it
friend
was
Yang, who's not there, and he now won't
Yes.
see Jessica again. He's got a holographic picture of Jessica. It's falling down into the flames as he dies in his spaceship.
Yep, couldn't pull one out before he
Boom.
died, you know.
He blew up. He's dead now.
It's pretty sad, you know, when
Not
you
going
can't pull
home.
one out before you die. But at least he died. Well, I was not going to say courageously, but I was going to basically say, well, not moronically, that would be retarded.
Yeah.
At least he died with females left behind, you know?
So the two fleets
That way he does not have to pay
have
child
pretty
support.
much opposite problems, with the one fleet having good commander but bad subordinates, the other one good subordinates but a bad commander.
Why not just switch with each other? That should work.
No, it would probably be very bad if they did.
Why not? Everyone gets good shit.
Well,
You know?
they're enemies in a war. They're not going to
That,
do that.
that doesn't mean you can't trade equipment with your enemy. I've done it before.
No, man, that's bad. Oh, it's the end of the episode. But they're
How many died? You know,
uh
besides the broke ones. By the way, do they marry each other by the end? Just context, because I'm not
who
gonna finish the show.
there are a couple of characters that do end up
Yeah,
marrying each other in the show. Yes.
who finally get some pull-out game? Yeah, yeah, okay, that's respectable.
But
Uh, but what about the two bros though? Did they hit it off at
no,
least?
no,
You know,
no.
did they at
Do
least
you mind if I
best man
spoil
the
it for
shit
you?
out of each other? You know,
Do I
show up
mind?
at your homie's wedding.
Do you mind if I spoil it?
I'm not gonna watch the show, bro. Just spoil it.
Okay. It's one of the saddest deaths in all anime.
Why? Like the same thing that happened in Cowboy Bebop?
The bros, one of them dies, and the other characters that get married, the other one dies in an even sadder death. This show has some really
You mean
sad
even
deaths.
sadder death? How do
It's
you even get sadder than this?
it is literally the saddest deaths in all anime. Uh,
Literally,
I
not
cry
figuratively.
very few times, but they're
Very few times, yes.
yeah. But I didn't cry with Clannad. In fact, I was laughing there. But
Yeah,
on the
you
death
should, you sadist.
uh, on this death was one where I actually shed a tear. Um,
Oh, damn, he shed a tear for the bros.
yeah, I poured one out for the lads. Yeah.
Poured one. uh, Look, with the top or with the bottom, just gotta
my
know.
my eye, okay, my tear, okay, that's pouring one
Are you
out.
sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's sure.
So you
Yeah,
poured one out.
credits ended,
Sounds
so
sounds.
show's
Yeah, who
over.
knows which
All right.
side
Yeah.
pouring out?
All right. You wanted me to watch something, so
Oh
uh,
yes.
tell me what it is.
Boku no Pico. Yes.
No, I'm not watching Boku no Pico.
Now,
I said no hentai.
that's not what I actually had.
Okay,
What I
okay.
was actually hold up, give me a sec. So, are you serious? You want me to send you an anime to watch?
Yeah, man.
We really have nothing better to do today, don't we? All right, fine. Let me just hit up my anime list, and then I'll be back in 10 seconds.
10 seconds. All right, 10,
Okay, got it.
9,
All right, here's the
8.
thing.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'll give you two anime to watch, okay? One of them is very 90s, okay? Very, very gay. But it's the kind of gay that's just like with the Galactic Heroes. You gotta watch the whole show to experience the bromance, okay?
Yeah.
The other one, right,
Yeah.
isn't really gay, but it's just a normal show, you know?
Okay.
Alright, so I'll give you this one.
All right. Give it to me. Do
This
me
one is
smoothly.
the gay
Yeah.
one, okay? It's the full gay.
The full gay.
Yeah, the big gay. Okay, here it is.
Big gay.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay. Oh, are you sending it to me on Skype or?
Then just sending you stuff.
I mean,
I
where are you
watched
sending it to?
69 episodes because of course I did.
69 episodes.
Yeah.
One Piece.
Oh, the gay. What?
No.
What do you? No, I didn't watch no One Piece.
Okay.
So I'll send you that
yeah.
one. I'm sending you another one. Okay.
Yeah. Is it Boku no Hero Academia?
No, because that's a very different kind of show.
Very different.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
Very fire, much burning. Yeah. Okay.
That was very Cash Money of you. Very good, Johnny Cash.
Don't understand the reference, but thanks, I guess.
Yeah. I always like a good piece of cash, you know. Where are you sending it to me?
Oh, I already did. It's just
On
you can't
Skype?
find. No, why would I send it on Skype? I sent it with the homies.
Uh, what, on YouTube?
Yeah, do you not get a notification when someone sends you a link to
No,
their
I
shit?
actually do not get a notification. No.
Well, you fucking up. Make sure to switch the settings next time.
All right.
All right, here. Yeah, I sent you stuff. So check out the stuff.
Okay, I'm looking on YouTube, and let's see. There's message held for review. Inazuma, uh, and then the Romeo show.
Yes. Well, they're both kind of sus, but the first one is actually legitimately bromance. The second one is just a decent show to watch.
Okay.
Like, watch the first one on your free time because that one has literally 100 episodes
Yeah.
and probably 3 other seasons or 3 other continuational shows. So yeah, that one is actually the bromance one because they kind of build up a bromance because the entire football team is made out of guys, so it's kind of gets gay real fast. So while you're watching that, right,
Yeah.
uh, on your free time, not now, you would also watch the Romeo show. That's the one I want us to review right now
Okay.
because it's pretty cool. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Let me see if I can get that up. Let's see.
Here you go.
Romeo.
Here you go.
Yeah. 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 Alfa Romeo is an Italian car company.
What the fuck? What are you looking up?
No, no, no. I'm not looking that up. No, I just used to live near an Alfa Romeo factory.
Okay,
I
well,
love the logo of Alfa Romeo. It's very good. It's got a very beautiful logo. It's got a, should I
are you
say?
talking about the show or the car company?
Did you just send me a trap card with a trap
Yes,
on it?
yes, and Yeats, you know?
It says Traptastrophe. When activated, the opponent loses all interest in 3D women. Nya, 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 meow. Felix, wait a second. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because nya is the Japanese. Whatever.
Yes, messing with the homie's mind. He's questioning not his sexuality, but his sanity, which is better. And I also sent you what is this that they keep calling white power or some stupid shit like that? Yeah,
White power? You're sending me white power stuff? What?
no, it was supposed to be a Yeet meme, but then people keep complaining that it's political because they're
Oh,
retarded.
you
But
mean the OK symbol?
yeah, someone
It's
called it
not his
white
power
power.
symbol. What happened is that
Yeah,
people on 4chan decided that they wanted to troll the media, so they
yeah,
told reporters and journalists that it was a white power symbol, but it's actually not.
yeah. I know. They were fucking with him.
Yeah,
So
but they
yeah,
believed it, and then now people think of it as a white power symbol.
yeah. This is
Okay,
why the
so it's you've
military
got
and they're.
Romeo no Aoi Sora. Sora.
It's also known as Romeo's Blue Skies, just so you know,
Yeah, yeah,
because it's gay.
yeah. Is it Romeo? Is it Romeo or is it Romeo or is it Romeo?
Yeah, just say it however you want. I
Okay,
can't even complain.
I'm just saying that because part of his story happens in Italy, so
It's entirely normally
yeah,
and England, but
and
yeah,
England,
England, not
England,
England. God damn it! I just can't speak today because my mouth is dry.
England
Phrasing.
is my city.
God, I will leave or kick you in the face if I can if you don't stop. No,
Yeah.
okay, that's just stupid.
John Cleese famously said that London is not an English city anymore.
Because it never was. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna leave.
Okay, you're gone. You're just gone. You're dead.
On the inside, yes. But seriously, let's watch Romeo's Blue Skies. At
Yeah,
least
yeah,
episode 1. Come on.
yeah. I'm
It
loading it
ain't
up.
even
Loading
gay.
it up.
Okay?
Loading it up.
It ain't even gay, bro. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I know. I like some old timey anime. I like some classics. Uh, uh,
Yep.
some real classics with the lads. Uh,
Yep. especially when the lads are chimney sweepers, and they'll have the best romance.
Yeah, like in Mary Poppins.
Yeah, because they're all 12, all gay, and all of them are probably going to get raped by the grandpa who takes care of them. So yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
it's a
whoa.
pretty good show.
I'm Nick Crompton. Call her Stay Poppin'. I'm joking, not Nick Crompton. I would never
Who
be
is
Nick
Nick
Crompton.
Crompton?
He's the guy that said England is my city.
Can you shoot him for me, please? Because I really want to shoot that guy right now.
I
But
don't
I
want to
by
go
the way-
where he is. He's
by the way,
some
guess what I sent you?
weirdo. Yeah,
Guess I
he keeps sending me stuff.
Yeah,
Roll
I sent you
safe.
the Michael Jordan stop it meme, you know, to get some help. When someone needs to stop and get some help, you know.
Yeah, you like
I,
Michael Jordan?
I like some Michael Jackson
Hey,
and some Michael J. Fox, you know.
men in Michael J. Fox. Yeah, that's a great actor. But he's got Parkinson's now, so
That's why I
yeah.
like him.
he made a show about him having Parkinson's.
Yeah, which was a
All
pretty
right,
good decision.
I okay. Let me just pause this. Come on,
Crazy.
give it a
Yep.
pause. Okay, I'm at 7 seconds in.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah. Should I just play it, or do you want to sync with me?
Hey, hold up. Let me sync with that. Wait. Give me a sec. I'm trying to get that Romeo. Hold up.
Sync, because we don't have a lot of time.
Oh, come on. We can't enjoy a little bit of the gay.
No, I'm
Alright.
just saying that I've got other places to be. Yeah.
Yeah, like your basement
No,
with the hookers
I-
that you changed up. And
I'm
probably-
going out to
Yeah.
town to have a coffee.
With what? British females that are probably streetwalkers?
No, with a military man.
To what? Talk about the literal political situation with Trump and
Actually,
Israel?
kind of yes.
Fuck, why did I get that right? God damn it. When you get stuff right, but you don't want to. All right, I'm at 7 seconds. Let's play. Come on, let's play some gay shit.
All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Start.
Spread it. By the way, show to the homies that you are watching the show.
I don't want to break copyright. This will just be.
It's not even audio. It's just clips.
Yeah, but I'm commenting on it. Ooh, that's a nice town. That looks like a nice town. Nice town. I like nice towns. I used to live in such areas.
What, in poor areas?
Sadness will quickly vanish. Oh, it's a kid. This is part of a world masterpiece theater anime type series.
I like his companion.
All Christians. He's got a cat.
Wait, run that shit back. You thought that was
Sunflower.
a cat?
Oh no, it's not a cat. Sorry, it's a.
Word?
Is that
That
a?
could be
Is
further
that a
from the
ferret?
truth. Wait, what?
Is that a
Wait.
ferret?
Wait, you think it's a ferret?
Or is it a mink?
Yes, keep guessing, please. What? A rape? What?
A mink?
A mink? What's a mink?
It's a type of animal. Is it a stoat?
Wow, you just keep guessing wrong, bro.
Okay, I'm not the expert on. Well, actually, I should be an expert on this. But
Yeah, you're fucking up. Pretty
oh no,
bad.
I just embarrassed myself in front of the whole world.
Yes, good for you.
Ooh, the Black Brothers. Looking at it,
Yes.
Fratelli Neri, which is Italian for Black Brothers, because I can read Italian.
Yep.
They're opening up a book. Ooh, that's a beautiful mountain. Yeah, this is getting some serious nostalgia on me.
See, I told you, it's a pretty good show.
So the Alps crisis of a small village. Yeah, I've been in the Alps. I've been in.
I can assure you, you've been in some else.
Yeah, a Swiss village near the Italian border. Probably
Yep.
the
See, I
canton
told you, I'll
of
get you some
Ticino,
Italian.
as it is called. Okay, that.
See, the bromance starts at like 30 seconds in.
Oh, he gets licked. Guess.
Oh, that's only the beginning, my nigga.
Yeah, the
he
animal's
gets
trying
way
to
more
wake
than
him up.
licked.
Oh, he's got a rude awakening. Falls out. Piccolo is the name of the animal.
Yeah, because of the bromance, you know.
Yeah, you ever played a
But
piccolo?
seriously, all the kids are 12, so just keep that in mind.
Hey, sleepyhead, you're not gone yet. I can still make it. Romeo, your father's lunch. No, you go. Kids running off.
At the very least, his mom isn't dead yet.
He's racing the sunrise. Trust me,
Yes,
man.
because
You can't win that race on foot, man. It's no way, Jose.
no, he wins the race.
Wow. Yeah, he's doing pretty fast. Guess it's because he's going downhill.
That and homie has the skills.
Skills to pay the bills.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh snap. Is that a church? Yeah. It's a statue of Maria, of course. Catholic area, Catholic canton. Uh, yeah,
Well, like I told you, his homie is always on deck.
yeah,
The Batman.
yeah.
You know
Swingley never
Prince,
forget.
the Prince from a Disney movie from Pocahontas, I think.
There's no prince in Pocahontas.
Oh wait, wrong movie. The prince who was ugly but was cursed to be like that in that movie
Beauty and the
with
Beast.
with the gypsy woman and a lusting priest. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, well, he wasn't cursed to be ugly. He's just born that way. Quasimodo in
Yeah, yeah, that's the kid's job. Basically, he's the Quasimodo, except not gay. Actually, he is gay, but like he isn't ugly. He's
he's
12.
he's a bell ringer. So
Yep.
the belfry. No, that's where the bell is. Today I become a
By the
hero.
way, the entire city gets nuked in like 3 seconds. So yeah,
He's getting paid. That's right, man. Get paid, man. Yeah, real money, real cash, Johnny Cash.
Mr. Ferret, man.
Yeah, that's right. Who's the festival? He's going to the festival. What a papist, eh?
By the way, every kid is barefoot in this movie. I mean, show.
I walk around barefoot, but I'm not a kid anymore. But still, oh snap! It's a girl.
Yeah, the one who wants his dick but can't have it because it already belongs to someone else.
Isn't she a little young for that?
Hey, tsunderes exist everywhere. Okay, you don't need to be of age at this point. It's anime.
No, I'm just saying. Isn't that too young for the D? You know.
Yeah, not only that, Mainland. I told you, everyone's 12 and younger. God damn it, it's pretty funny.
Just gonna get cornbread.
Yep,
Like I like a bit of cornbread. You know. I sometimes like it with bits of corn in it. You know, not fully ground up.
yep, yeah, not fully grounded. I got you. Sometimes I like it to be soft.
You ever kids want to do the tree climb as well?
Because why not?
Yeah.
Climb some trees. Learn lumberjacking techniques. But by that I mean literally jacking off some lumberjacks.
Whoa, what is it with you and the sex? Come on, man.
It's
This is
not.
a
It just
children's
sounds
show.
like that because of the double standard of what it could possibly mean. I didn't mean like literally jerking off lumberjacks. I meant like literally helping them get the trees. Because chainsaws.
Okay. I've used a chainsaw, you know. Not that I need it. I can break trees down with my kicks though. But
Yeah,
sometimes
Mister.
it's useful to cut them up.
See, I told you she's already after her dick. See,
No, you don't have to be sexual to be a tsundere.
look, she's
Oh snap!
literally
She
operating.
actually wants a kiss.
Called it. The ferret. The ferret's got his homie's back. Called it. You see, the ferret has the homie's back. You see, I
Yeah.
told you.
Wow. Yeah. That's it.
You see, I told you. The gay. He already has someone else. And it's the
It's
ferret.
not gay. Come on, it's a pet. That's bestiality.
Oh
Man.
my god, I can
Don't
take
say
this
that.
anywhere I want. The double standards are getting better, bro. 14.
Oh, he's 10. Oh no, he's 11. Sorry. Sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I didn't mean to quash on your pride. You're 11. You're
Yeah,
cool then. Just 1 year older.
see, I told you, man.
Yeah.
The D belongs to someone else already. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is that I can phrase it any way I like because you can't tell me that it's wrong when the anime itself is quoting it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
fine.
raising up the maize. Northern
Okay.
Italy. That's a good place to grow maize. Good place to grow many things. Used to wander around the cornfields. Yeah, know that feel. Ooh, they're gonna wait for the rain, man.
Yeah, I can relate to the 5 months wait. It's been a drought.
Yeah, yeah. I know that feel. I know that feel. But when it rains in that area, it certainly does rain.
Yeah,
I
when
once
it
had
rains,
just
it
nonstop rain for
rains
3 days.
double D rain. You know what I'm saying? Like it rains a lot for like a week straight.
Yeah, it does actually. I know that because I used to live
The funny thing is
in
that
that
every
area.
time it rains, there's always thunder. It can never not have the thunder.
Yeah, it has to do with magnetism. Uh,
Yeah, Mr. Magnet Man.
yeah, I'm a magnet man. I'm a scientist. I'm a real scientist. I'm a real man. Real men are scientists.
Yeah, homie burned his pants.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you should always put your cigarette out before you throw it out, lads. Little piece of
That's true.
awareness. Only
You know?
you can prevent forest fires. So if there's a forest fire, it's your fault. Oh snap! He almost burned the crop. Yeah, that could have been game over, man.
Yep. His dad's doing the thing where you're, trying to be extra hard on him, phrasing.
Yeah, you got to get serious with kids.
Otherwise, they will literally ruin their
If you're
life.
not
Yes.
serious with them, they won't take you seriously. Snap! The daddy-os is given the okay, yo.
I mean, he ain't no dick. You know what I'm saying? It's like as long as your mom doesn't get a heart attack, we're good. Because that's literally the only problem. The kid will just heal up even if he breaks everything.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
don't give her the heartache, man.
Yeah, don't give her the heart
You don't
attack
want
and
a
we
sheer
good.
heart attack from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh yes, the Windy Festival.
The wind. It's fast
Yep,
like Sonic.
except not in shit because of the new.
Yeah. Oh snap! Here it goes. Lad comes over, drops a piece of paper.
I mean, did you watch the new remake of Mary
He's picking it up.
Poppins and the Aladdin movie, and then this?
I don't watch remakes, man. You
Oh,
know
you don't
how I am.
watch remakes? You should probably watch it.
Except for Legend of the Galactic Heroes, I watch that stuff.
God, fucking stop it, please. Okay, stop it, please.
Oh snap! Lad is coming in. He's got a
Yeah, we
beard. He's got a
cancel
hat.
on all his backs.
Sleeves flying around.
You
Dog
know
is
what's funny?
barking
This
at him.
dog ain't got no nutsack.
Oh, the God of Death. What? That's a pretty
No, it's
statement to it.
it's
That
not the
doesn't
god
sound
of
like
death. It's just the king of the goddamn nation.
that's doesn't sound like something an Italian or even a Swissman would say. Oh snap!
Oh shit. Oh no, wait. I think he's the other guy. Wait, hold up. Pause the shit right now.
Oh wait. Okay, pausing.
Pause it.
I'm at time index 11:33.
11:33.
Yeah.
Mine is 11:40. Right.
Okay.
Spread it.
I'll
Gotta
unpause and go
spread it.
to 11:40 then.
All right.
Forced to work until they die. That sounds
Yeah.
pretty bad.
But look, he's not bad. He's just kind of gay. All right. Here. I'll give you another link. All right. I'll
But
give you
actually,
another link.
yeah, if you're talking about chimney sweeps, that is something people used to do. The parents would give an indenture servant contract for their children, and then the chimney sweep would essentially have the chief's chimney sweep would have the right to operate the children to have them work, but
Here you go. I'm sending you more
yeah.
links. All right.
But of course, the downside
I
is
got all
you
the
don't live
fucking
very
links
long
now.
doing hard chimney sweeping work.
Listen, Mr. Ice Dicks. Okay, listen. The show that I'm sending you, It's kind of like a sister show to this one. Okay, it has a similar plot,
Okay.
except it's literally in England, and then Italy. You know, the
Okay.
opposite of
Okay.
Romeo.
Let's
Okay,
continue the episode though. I'm at
but check it out though first. You
yeah
know,
time
gotta check
index
out, gotta check out
11.
that sus.
Yeah, I will later. Time index
Later
11.
when you all
Yeah,
right.
I don't have a lot of
11:45.
time right now. So
I clicked
11:40,
it. So yeah.
starting in 3, 2, 1, go. He's having a drink. Look at that. It's
Yeah,
that's
he saw the power level.
that's